The rise of the Pharaohs. Before empires rose in the west, before history was carved into marble and stone, there was a land shaped by sand and by river, a land where kings were not merely rulers, but gods among men. This was ancient Egypt, a civilization born along the lifeline of the Nile, and this is the story of the rise of its pharaohs. In a world of unforgiving desert where survival was never guaranteed, one river changed everything: the Nile. Each year, it flooded its banks, spreading rich, dark soil across the land. From these waters came life, food to sustain the people, trade to connect distant lands, and the foundation of power itself. What was once barren wilderness began to transform. Villages emerged along the river's edge, small at first, then growing into thriving communities. And from these communities, something greater began to take shape: a kingdom. For centuries, this land remained divided. Two regions, Upper Egypt in the south and Lower Egypt in the north, separate, rival, ununited, until one man changed the course of history. Around 3100 BCE, a powerful ruler named Narmer rose to dominance. Through strength, strategy, and ambition, he united the two lands into one. For the first time, Egypt stood as a single, powerful kingdom. Narmer became its first pharaoh, a living symbol of unity and absolute authority. But the pharaoh was more than just a king. He was divine, a bridge between the human world and the realm of the gods. Many believed he was the son of Ra, the sun god himself. His word was law. His command shaped the land. His power was unquestioned. To serve the pharaoh was to serve the gods, to prove their greatness and secure their place in eternity. The pharaohs built monuments beyond imagination. From the desert sands rose colossal structures of stone, pyramids, built block by block under the relentless heat of the sun by thousands of workers. These were not just tombs. They were gateways to the afterlife, symbols of power designed to last forever. The greatest of them all was built for Pharaoh Khufu, a monument so vast, so extraordinary that it still stands today, thousands of years later, defying time itself. As Egypt grew stronger, so did its ambition. Pharaohs became more than rulers, they became warriors, leading armies into battle, expanding their reach far beyond the Nile. Chariots thundered across the Alad, their Surat unmatched, their Kut unstoppable. Enemies fell, kingdoms bowed, and Egypt's influence spread. Under great leaders like Thutmose III, Egypt transformed into a vast empire, bringing home wealth, power, and unmatched glory. But not all pharaohs were men. In a world dominated by kings, one woman rose above them all: Hatshepsut. She ruled not with war, but with wisdom. Under her leadership, Egypt flourished. Trade expanded across distant lands, wealth poured into the kingdom, and peace strengthened its foundations. Her reign proved that power did not belong to strength alone, but to vision. For over 3,000 years, pharaohs ruled this ancient land. They built towering temples, created systems of law, and shaped one of the greatest civilizations in human history. Their stories were carved into stone, written in the sacred language of hieroglyphs, echoes of a time when gods walked among men. Even today, their legacy lives on, in monuments that pierce the sky, in ruins that whisper stories of the past, in mysteries that still captivate the world. Ancient Egypt remains a symbol of power, of wonder, of eternal greatness. The rise of the pharaohs was more than history. It was the beginning of a civilization that would inspire the world for millennia. A civilization where gods ruled through kings, ancient Egypt, a land where eternity was built in stone.